is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Derrick Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the gun, Rivers. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
3rd and long for Rivers. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Broncos, nothing.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on. And so that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Raiders 7, Broncos nothing.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Brady. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On 3rd and long, it's Brady.
He'll drop this down to Peterson.
And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Broncos, nothing.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Roughing the passer, defense.
They looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one goes for 8 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Rivers. Left side caught by Diggs. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They Missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. They keep it with Henry on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Rivers. This one hauled in by Sample. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Derrick Henry.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. From the gun, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raiders heading out to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Denver's offense ready to go again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
Rivers.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. waiting from the gun. Rivers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On third down, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll throw again. Rivers. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Derrick Henry. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Again, it's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. Colin Kaepernick, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Drew Lock, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Danny Amendola, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Rivers, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
To Tyler Higbee.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. A first down carry for Henry. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Derrick Henry on the
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tyson Alualu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that is incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Julian Blackman.
From the gun, it's Brady. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Brett Kern now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
At the 41-yard line.
Play action now. Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Denver. On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone.
And he will score.
Touchdown, Las Vegas. DeAndre Hopkins, 83 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Tyson Alualu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just about on his own goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Micah Kaiser on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Uses the stiff arm. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
The Broncos take over.
Denver's offense ready to go again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the
and he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rivers. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. This is Henry. Oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Here comes Carter. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6. But look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Brady. And bringing it in right outside here. Beckham.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. We saw a number of good games earlier today, and this one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. This is Ingram. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Ingram. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Brady. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
6-yard line.
Here's Brady.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's good.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. First down, here's a run with Peterson.
Adrian Peterson.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Brady throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rivers gets set to lead this offense. Down by 9. 1:51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. On first down, it's Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty.
Broncos 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
That is on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
And the Raiders have got him. Tyson Alualu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
On play action, Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Rivers on 3rd and 2. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On the coverage.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot now for Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Las Vegas,
The train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.